A dance with destiny. Are you ready for this? Jenna's voice crackled over the phone, filled with excitement and just a hint of concern. I mean, as ready as I'll ever be, I replied, pacing the small confines of my Boston apartment. The walls felt like they were closing in. What if she doesn't like me in person? What if I trip over my own feet? Stop it. You're being ridiculous. You've been talking for months. She's going to love you. Just be yourself, Jenna reassured me. I took a deep breath. Yeah, easier said than done. What if I mess up? Just don't think about it. How about you send her a pic? You know she's been waiting for it, Jenna suggested. Right. I'll send her a photo now, I said, glancing at my reflection in the mirror. I quickly fixed my hair, then snapped a picture. Here goes nothing. I pressed send. A moment later, my phone buzzed. Wow, you look amazing. Can't wait to see you in person. Thanks. I'm going to the store in a bit. Need anything? I replied, feeling a mix of nerves and excitement. Just bring back some coffee. I can't function without it, she texted back. Oh, and be careful. You know how Boston can be with the streets all icy and slippery. I'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? I typed, trying to sound more confident than I felt. Famous last words. Text me when you get back, okay? I will. I smiled, feeling a rush of warmth at her concern. A short while later, I stepped out into the brisk Boston air. I pulled my scarf tighter around my neck and headed down the street, glancing at the snow-dusted buildings, the holiday lights still twinkling above. My heart pounded as I thought about meeting Sarah, the girl I had met online. We'd shared stories, laughter, and late-night confessions. Focus on the coffee, I muttered to myself, trying to shake off the jitters. As I walked, I spotted a little cafe that looked inviting. Looks like it could have good coffee, I thought. But then I remembered my mission. No distractions. Suddenly, I heard a voice behind me. Excuse me. Watch out. I turned just in time to see a man slipping on the icy sidewalk. He fell with a loud thud, snow flying everywhere. Ugh, that hurt, he groaned, shaking his head. Are you okay? I asked, rushing over. Yeah, just my pride, he chuckled, getting up and brushing himself off. You know, you might want to watch your step too. This city's a trap. Thanks for the heads up, I replied, smiling. Enjoy your day. Good luck with whatever you're up to, he called as I walked away. Right, focus. I reminded myself again, walking into the store. Coffee, milk, what else? Can I help you? A clerk asked, appearing beside me. Just grabbing some essentials, I said, feeling a bit flustered. Essentials, huh? Coffee's a good choice. If you want something special, try the dark roast, she suggested. Sounds good. I nodded, picking up a bag. After a few more items, I made my way to the checkout. My phone buzzed again. You still alive? Jenna texted. Just about to check out. Coffee secured. Yay. Now go home and get ready for your big date. I'm counting on you. I took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the moment. Yeah, I'll be on my way soon. Once I paid, I hurried back, my heart racing. What if Sarah didn't find me attractive? What if we didn't click? Breathe, I whispered, trying to calm myself. As I entered my apartment, I quickly dropped the groceries on the counter and dashed to my room. I rummaged through my closet, pulling out a cute outfit. Okay, this will do, I muttered, slipping into a fitted sweater and dark jeans. I checked my reflection again, smoothing my hair. Not bad, I thought, before my phone buzzed once more. Can't wait to see you. Sarah's message popped up on the screen, and my stomach fluttered. Same here. Just finishing up, I replied, my fingers trembling slightly. A few minutes later, I glanced at the clock and realized it was almost time. Oh no. I exclaimed, grabbing my coat and slipping on my boots as I rushed out the door. The cold air hit me like a slap, but I couldn't let the chill deter my excitement. I made my way to the cafe where we agreed to meet, my heart racing with every step. As I entered, the warmth wrapped around me like a blanket. I scanned the room looking for her. Then I spotted a girl with dark hair sitting at a table, scrolling through her phone. That must be her, I thought, my breath catching in my throat. "Hey, are you Sarah?" I asked, walking over. She looked up and her eyes lit up. "Yes. You must be Alex." "Yeah, that's me." I smiled, feeling a rush of relief. We both laughed awkwardly, and I could see her cheeks flush. "I wasn't sure if I'd recognize you," she admitted, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. "Same here. It's so weird meeting in person after all those late-night chats," I said, taking a seat across from her. "I know, right?" she grinned. "But I'm really glad we finally did this." "Me too. How's your coffee?" I asked, gesturing to her cup. "It's great. You picked a good place," she replied, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "What did you end up getting?" "Just a dark roast like the barista suggested." "I'm a little boring," I chuckled. "Not boring. Classic is good." She laughed softly. "So, tell me more about yourself. What's something I wouldn't know from our chats?" I leaned in, feeling the chemistry between us grow. "Well, I've always wanted to travel the world. I've been saving up for a big trip next year, maybe Europe." "Wow, that sounds amazing. I'd love to do that too," she said, her eyes brightening. "What places are on your list?" "Definitely Italy and France. I'm a sucker for good food and art," I replied, remembering our conversations about travel. "I can totally see that," she smiled, leaning back in her chair. "What about you? What's your dream destination?" "Japan. I'm fascinated by the culture and the food," I said, feeling my excitement build. "I want to see the cherry blossoms in spring." Sarah nodded, clearly intrigued. "That sounds beautiful. We should plan a trip together." "Together?" I repeated, my heart skipping a beat. "Yeah, I mean, if we hit it off," she said, her cheeks flushing. "But I think we're off to a good start." "Definitely," I agreed, feeling my nerves start to ease. "So, do you like Boston? I mean, aside from the cold weather." "I do. It has such a vibrant energy and there's always something happening," she said, smiling. "It's nice to explore." "Totally. I'm still finding new places myself," I replied. "Do you want to check out some sites after coffee?" "Absolutely. I'd love that," she beamed. The conversation flowed easily, laughter punctuating our exchanges. I felt a warmth blossom in my chest, the initial nerves fading away. "So, what do you do for fun?" I asked, curious about her hobbies. "I love dancing. It's one of my passions," she said, her eyes lighting up. "I've been taking classes for years." "Really? That's awesome." "I can't dance to save my life," I admitted, chuckling. Sarah leaned in closer, a playful smile on her lips. "Maybe I could teach you a few moves? Only if you promise not to laugh at me," I joked. "Deal," she replied, her laughter infectious. We finished our coffees and made our way outside, the crisp air invigorating. As we walked, I pointed out the local sights, feeling more confident with each step. "Look at that view," Sarah exclaimed, pointing to the water glistening in the sunlight. "It's gorgeous." "It really is," I agreed, feeling a sense of connection growing between us. As we strolled along the waterfront, our fingers brushed. The simple touch sent a thrill through me. "So, what's your favorite dance style?" I asked, trying to keep the conversation flowing. "I love salsa. It's so energetic and fun," she replied, her enthusiasm clear. "You have to come to a class with me sometime. Only if you promise to lead." I laughed. "Deal," she said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Time seemed to fly as we wandered through the city, sharing stories and laughter. Each moment felt electric, like the world had faded away, leaving just the two of us. "Hey, can I ask you something?" I said, feeling a bit shy. "Of course," she encouraged, her gaze steady. "What was your first impression of me?" I blurted out. Sarah paused, her expression thoughtful. "Honestly, I thought you were sweet and funny. I felt an instant connection." "Really?" I thought I was being awkward. I admitted, feeling a rush of relief. "Not at all. You're amazing, Alex," she said, her sincerity evident. My heart raced at her words. "Thanks, that means a lot to me," I replied, feeling a warmth spread through me. We found a bench and sat down, gazing out at the water. "What do you think about love?" I asked, the question slipping out before I could stop myself. Sarah looked at me, her expression serious. "I think love can be scary but also beautiful. It's worth taking the risk." "Yeah, I agree," I said, feeling a connection deepen. "I've always believed that love is about finding someone who sees you for who you truly are." "Exactly. And I feel like we've already built something special," she said, a shy smile crossing her lips. "Do you really think so?" I asked, my heart fluttering. "I do," she replied softly, her gaze unwavering. "I feel like I can be myself around you." "That's how I feel too," I confessed, my cheeks warming. We locked eyes, and in that moment it felt like the world had narrowed down to just us. "I'm really glad we met," I said, my voice barely above a whisper. "Me too," she said, leaning a little closer, her warmth radiating toward me. "Do you want to go for a walk?" I suggested, breaking the spell. "Sure. Let's explore more," she agreed, standing up. As we walked side by side, I could feel the chemistry between us growing stronger. The city buzzed around us, but all I could focus on was her laughter and the way her eyes sparkled in the fading sunlight. "Hey, do you want to get dinner later?" I asked, my heart pounding. "Absolutely. I know a great little Italian place nearby," she replied, her excitement contagious. "Perfect. I can't wait," I said, feeling a rush of happiness. As we continued our adventure, I couldn't shake the feeling that this was just the beginning of something wonderful. "Whatever happens, I'm really glad we took this leap," Sarah said, her voice soft and sincere. "Me too," I echoed, feeling hopeful for the future. And just like that, as the sun began to set over Boston, I realized that maybe love was worth the risk after all.